Our top focus story is the big takeaway from India Today's Mood of the Nation survey. And that big takeaway is that the popularity of Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to soar. But while the Prime Minister talks of progress, his own ministers, his own party men are a source of embarrassment.
According to India Today Group Hansa Research Opinion Poll, a whopping 46% Indians believe that Narendra Modi represents progress and development. But while the Prime Minister talks progress, it's his own party men and ministers who are expressing regressive attitude. The latest embarrassment comes from Arun Jaitley, who referred to the 16 December rape as a small incident. Jaitley later expressed regret, but the minister's comment triggered massive outrage. But there have been many other BJP leaders who have made deplorable comments about women. Kailash Vijayvargiya asked women not to cross the proverbial Lakshman Rekha. RSS chief even went ahead and infamously declared that rapes happen in India and not Bharat. In fact, the India Today Mood of the Nation poll reveals that social attitude is still regressive. 24% people said women invite trouble with what they wear. In fact, the India Today Mood of the Nation poll reveals that social attitude is still regressive. 24% people said women invite trouble with what they wear. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Headlines Today's Aditi Anant Narayanan joins me for more on this story. Also with me is senior lawyer and women's rights activist Abha Singh. She joins us from Mumbai. Aditi, why this disconnect between what the Prime Minister says and what his party men actually end up doing or saying?
BJP leaders are of the opinion that not only Narendra Modi, in fact the entire Bharatiya Janata Party is a progressive party. However, we cannot also brush on the carpet the various instances where senior BJP leaders have caused major embarrassment to not only the party but to also Narendra Modi, who till now has shown a very progressive mindset. In fact, the last in the queue was Defence Minister and Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, who had to come out with a clarification saying that few of the words that he used were misconstrued and this is not what he meant. Clearly, but even in the past, Gaurav, we have seen various BJP leaders coming out and making statements which clearly go against the party stand, which clearly go against what Narendra Modi has promised to the country, whether it relates to women empowerment, whether it relates to the atrocities against women. The BJP sources that we spoke to and the various senior BJP leaders that we spoke to are of the opinion that there are a few slip of tongues, but most of the time it is the media which kind of takes the statements of these BJP leaders out of context.
Stay with me for a moment. Let me also quickly bring in Abha Singh on this. Abha Singh, the Prime Minister from the ramparts of the Red Fort spoke of women empowerment. He's got powerful women ministers in his cabinet. The Speaker is a woman. But when you look at what ministers end up speaking, what party leaders end up speaking, there is a strong disconnect. What do you make of it? Is this because, as the India Today Mood of the Nation survey also said, 29% of the respondents felt women call these problems upon themselves? Is this a mindset issue?
See, when the politicians treat women as a vote bank, they know women are emotional. They will come out and say, oh, we are going to empower the women. But their actions don't speak at all. If the Prime Minister was serious, he would have said something that I'm going to ensure that 33% reservation is given to women, or come out with a scheme which would have been there, but not that. And today when his Defence and Finance Minister, the second most important minister in the parliament, in this cabinet, says that a small thing like rape, it is not small. It is such a major thing which has happened. It was because of this incident of Delhi that the women of India got a strong rape law, that is the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2013, which is going to act as a cover and protect women in the long run. It has emboldened the women to come forward and register the cases. But in spite of that, the politicians talk loosely. They try to demean the women. And if they are trying to say that it is the way they dress up, the way they speak is leading to the rise of crime, I would like to tell them that what happens to the young girls who are molested, who are raped, and what about the old women?
Yes.
It is the mindset which has to be changed, but the mindset is today's affair. What is required is the law's implementation, and these politicians should also be penalized for making such crass statements.
Is penal action the way forward? That's an important point you're making. And Ashar, Arun Jaitley, he regretted his statement. He said it's being misconstrued, but it gave the Congress a stick to beat the BJP with.
Well, absolutely. In fact, today in a special press conference by the former External Affairs Minister, Mr. Salman Khurshid, there was a direct attack on the current Finance Minister, clearly stating that it is not a small thing, and he's been unfair to not only the family of Nirbhaya, but also to the entire country by saying that it was a small incident. So clearly Congress getting a foothold to beat this new BJP government with.
Okay. Abha saying, does the problem lie with the BJP or with the political class in general? When you have another leader who may end up saying "Saw Tanchmal," or Mulayam Singh Yadav who may end up saying boys will be boys, is it the attitude of our politicians that actually embolden wrong action? And what's the way forward?
Yes, it is politicians across party lines. It is neither BJP nor Congress. It is all of them. The way you remember when the Women Reservation Bill came, these MPs, they tore off the bill in the Rajya Sabha. It shows that what apathy, what disgruntled they are. They don't give a damn about the women of this country. In spite of being 50% of the population, they feel that these women are just something to be subservient, to serve their food, to work at home. And when it comes to vote, even they know that these women will vote on the ditto lines. So I think we women are responsible for the treatment which is meted out to us. We should have ensured that these guys who are talking loosely about women should have not been voted to par.
Yes. For the moment, Abha Singh, Ashar Ahmed Khan and Aditi Anant Narayanan, many thanks for joining me.